Well, it's been a long time. I think I'm just gonna do some line art. I drew these a while back, actually. I was gonna use them for a project, but it was a little much since, 4 little monsters. So I decided, I don't know where my chat is in OBS, so I have to pull up. I have to pull up YouTube, because YouTube is being all weird. Well, it's been a long time. I should mute this. Otherwise, I won't be able to see the chat. There it is. Okay. So we'll do one first. Alright, let's go black. Let's see how big this canvas is. Oh, canvas is huge. So I don't think I need to make them any bigger, but I'll make them bigger just because. I like to make them as big as possible before I do the line work. Where is my... Okay. I'm going to get rid of the other ones so I can concentrate on this little guy. Okay. Yeah, I had a really cool project that I was working on for a while. Not a while, well, actually, yeah, it was for a while. But yeah, I was pretty busy. It's been a long week. Shout out to Andy Marshall. Actually commented before I even went live. I didn't know you could do that. Catherine, you've been an amazing inspiration. Thanks for sharing your gifts and talents and skills with others. I really appreciate that. I was gonna smile at the camera, but I don't have my camera on. But yeah, I appreciate that. It's been fun, like teaching and like, doing all this, which is something that was never really the plan for me, but I really enjoy it. I really like teaching and just putting my stuff out there. And I always appreciate when I'm reminded of that, of why I do all of it, and that it helps, that that it matters. I gotta try to draw a little faster. Why I've been really slow. That's what we need. Long sweeping lines. That's what we need. Sometimes my OCD gets me. There's a little tiny thing that I don't like, and I just redo it. Line art is definitely tricky, but it helps that I made brushes that that work with the way that I like to draw. So that's a big help. Is that supposed to be... No, I did it right. Also, one thing that's really difficult is figuring out the best way to move, like to move my wrist and my arm. I think that's like the trickiest thing. Also, since I'm recording too, I try not to turn, because then it doesn't look as good on video. But I don't know if I can get this in one swoop. Let's see. I mean, it's good enough. The bottom's a little off. Now it's just a challenge. Let's see, maybe I'll go from the bottom. It's decent. I think the bottom is a little easier. I also like doing big long things like that because they look really good when I edit it together. But as you can see, it takes some work to really get it smooth. I hate when I can't see through my hand. I don't even know how I want to do that. Some things I haven't really figured out yet. I guess we'll just do it like that. Hello, good night. Viva de Desenio. I'm probably saying that super wrong. Safe. What's up? iPad Pro 2021, 12.9 inch. I always struggle with where to make the lines thinner and thicker. It gets confusing. I'm also still a beginner, so I know practice is key. Practice is definitely key. Generally, I don't really worry too much about the thickness. unless where I want them, where I want it thick, I'll go over it again. I think the most important thing is just you have a nice taper at the ends of lines. Like for example, like here, like there's a nice taper there. I feel like that's the most important thing. Even if the rest of the lines are, you know, equally thick, I don't worry too much about the thickness of it. If I want certain parts to be thick, like if I wanted like his mouth, like the mouth lines is something that I might want to be thick because it draws your attention to the mouth and to the eyes, then I just draw over it. I don't know why I can't get that to be. Sometimes it's a little trick that I do. I'll just do the line underneath. That way you can kind of get it where it's supposed to go. And then you can just erase. Erase with G brush small. Uh-oh. Why are you flashing black? Safe, which brush are you using right now? So I'm using Disney ink. Disney ink is one of my own brushes. I'll put the link to my brushes. I'm gonna find them on Gumroad. But they're my Disney style brushes that I made myself. And getting started. Products. No one's buying my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle STLs. I thought those would be a big hit. Copy. Alright, where's YouTube? So those are the brushes, and I'm using Disney ink. I used Disney Sketch Light to do those rough sketches and Disney Pencil to sort of clean up the sketches, and now I'm going over it with Disney ink. So I'll just merge this down since I've erased, and now that line is clear. Didn't want to be clear before. Let's see. I have to continue to sort of make up things that I haven't fully fleshed out. Which is okay. But I really use these brushes a lot. there's a lot of brushes out there. I mean, I probably could have found some brushes that, you know, worked for me, but I did, you know, I did want to figure out how to make a brush. And sometimes I see brushes and I'm like, how do people get them to look the way that they look? So it was fun to sort of mess around and make brushes. And actually, the video, I did it in a live video. So if you want to see how I make these brushes, you can see them. You can see me like figuring out, you know, what I needed to do and how I needed to make them and all that good stuff. I think that's pretty good line work for him. I don't know if I should do another one or if I should call it quits. Take it in small doses, very small doses. But I think I might be able to do the second one. I think it looks pretty good. I haven't named any of these characters yet. I don't understand why this is here. I thought this was always supposed to be numbers. Is it just me, or is like I don't understand why that's there? It does. I mean, there is some science behind it, but I never usually pay attention to it. I've always been more of a taper at the ends, kind of. But then again, like I mean, I've been doing it for so long that there might be some things that I don't even really think about. Like, for example, I might make, like, these lines would sort of be just a thicker base line, I guess. It'd probably be a little thicker than, like, this line would be. But then again, I'm also trying to not do any of the lines, like, too thick because I'm going to color them in. I'll probably just color the lines. But let's see what happens with this little rascal. These lines I usually try to do quite light. I do press a little harder in the middle of like a line like that. Kind of naturally I do that. Oh, and for example here, like for this part I do darker. And as we come around the mouth, I don't do as thick as this. I feel like they both, I think the mouth should just be open a little bit more. I really want to turn the canvas, but I'm going to try not to turn the canvas. Oh, you can also use the Procreate thing where you hold it too, and then that makes it nice and clean. I don't know why I haven't been doing that more, actually. You should always take advantage of the tools. So So you can see there when I came around and I pressed harder to sort of get a darker bit right there. Although, no, I guess I do like it. Just make them both thicker. It's also important to not overthink it too much. I also feel like my palm isn't really sliding. I think usually it slides a little bit better. I guess it's just because it's hot. I refuse to use a glove to draw, especially in the summertime. In shift mode, the numbers change. Is that what I had? Yeah. Sometimes this thing baffles me. I'm sold on Apple products, but sometimes they do baffle me. What is this? Is that his thumb? I'm trying to figure out what that is. His thumb would be on the inside of the strap. And thanks for downloading my faves. Yeah, the faves are the free ones. They don't have, so I don't have Disney ink in them, but I do use Sketchmaster 1 and 2, which are some of my favorite brushes. I think they're really great brushes that I made as well. I also offer these brushes for free in my Skillshare classes. So I don't know if any of you guys know about Skillshare or if you're signed up, but I have a lot of classes now. I teach both 2D in Procreate and 3D in Nomad Sculpt. Maybe I should do, you know what, I'm gonna make a new layer. would his thumb be? I feel like his thumb would be... Might be something like that. Let me erase. Oops. Something like that. When I go camping, I use a blow-up mattress. I don't use a bedroll, but bedrolls look better. They definitely look more character-y. But I use a blow-up canvas or blow-up mattress. A tiny one, like a little one. Do you do much animation? Wait, I think I missed a few. How long have you been doing this kind of illustration art? This kind of illustration, I would say for the last like 4 or 5. I've always done some sort of. I've always done it. I've really always done it. Digital, I started in 2015. The end of 2015 is when I got my first iPad Pro, so that's when I started doing digital art. But before that, I was doing characters. Not really as cute, maybe a little more weird, darker. But yeah, I've been doing them forever. Andy Marshall, do you do much animation in Procreate? If so, how do you like it? Not really. I did one like long animation that took forever. It was cool. I like it, but I don't concentrate on it. It just like it takes so long, and I think I just it just takes so long. I do like it. I do enjoy it, but I think it takes too long. So I don't really do much animation. The only animations I do nowadays is if I'm working on something and I need an animation. Whoops, I shouldn't be turning this. If I need an animation for what I'm working on. So like I worked on some. I feel like they should have like a pocket, or maybe just like maybe something else here. For example, like I did some. So this is like classified. I don't think it's really classified, but so this is classified. But I did. Oh, I don't even know. This isn't even the right one. But I had to do some animations, like this, for example. It's not really animation, but it's, if I want to make like an intro or outro or a little like, something to tie something together or whatever. Like I do little animations like that all the time, like this, and like just do the little like sound when it like comes up on the screen. So I do stuff like that. And like I can like make it quick and just do like a little like stuff like that. But I do that all the time when I need to. I don't think I've done any more other illustration or I don't think I've done any other animations. I did a bunch with my old iPad, but I don't think I've done many with this new one. Because I had the old one until last year, so no, I don't see any more animations. Oh, I think this is what I use for my Skillshare stuff. Sometimes I'll do the animation backwards and then I'll just reverse it. I'll just save it and then reverse it. Flip it and reverse it. Like Missy Elliott says. Sorry about that. But I think he looks good. He looks good too. Let's give him a signature little belly button. He should have him for his little knees as well. So now these two little guys are done. And yeah, I think I think I just need to go to bed a little bit early. So I think I'm gonna just hang out with these guys so far. Tomorrow I'll finish up the other two. Well, what do I want to put for the thumbnail? Maybe I'll just take a photo. I'll just take a photo. Oh yeah, I love doing the, because I mean there's got to be, let me see if I can turn this on real quick. I'm using a blue light, so this is kind of weird, but I don't think anyone cares that much. Like there's got to be like oh god, I look weird. I look really weird in this blue light. There's got to be other apps. Like there's just got to be like a simple app where you can do like simple animations like that. Like just simple, like I don't want to relearn. When I was in college I learned, what is that program? That Adobe program, After Effects. I knew Adobe After Effects. I could probably do it, but I don't remember how to do anything in After Effects now. So, but there's got to be another app. There's got to be like an easier, like a design type. Did I just see something in my light? I don't think I did. I think it was this. Let me change my light. I think it's this one. What do I look like? What do I look like? But yeah, just like, I feel like it just adds so much to, I can't see because of the chat. OBS. I don't know if any of you guys use OBS, but I do not know how to redock my chat. So it's just like in the window and it drives me crazy. It looks like this. Let me show you. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't need to do this. I can turn this off and just do this. So, I know that's kind of annoying. But anyway, so like my dock is here, but I want it to go here. Like I want it to just go back in the screen, but I have no idea how to make it go back in the window. Because usually it's right in this area. Anyway, that's like a rabbit hole. So I'm going to take you guys off of that. Oh, what do I look like? Oh, this is a better light. It's a little warm, but I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, I think little animations like that really like help. Like they're easy and they're quick. They just add a little something, a little. I always like to add a little something in my videos. I'll put a little sound to it, and I try to do that a lot. I feel like it just kind of ups the production value of when I make videos and stuff. But I noticed that I'm taking a lot longer making videos, and I actually signed up for Artlist as well. Artlist is a it's like a music, it's like a subscription, but you have the license for any of the music like on their site. So now when I'm making videos and making things, because sometimes I make things for clients, like this video I was doing the last couple of days, I could have the music, I could just find music, use the music, and I don't have to worry about the licenses, because as long as I made the video, then my license holds. So that's very, very useful to not have to worry about it. Procreate, Nomad Gold, Sculpt, the best of the best. Come Yagin Dimitri, what's going on? Gotta go pick up my kid from school. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Andy. I'm gonna be back. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I'll do some more drawing, but of course these are gonna be live on my site anyway. So I appreciate you swinging by. All of you guys. I appreciate all you guys swinging by. Hopefully I didn't skip anyone. Oh, there he is. Comyegan, great work. Thank you so much. Oh, Ash NNX. So the brush was Disney ink. Yeah, the brush was it's called Disney ink. You can actually scroll up in the chat, and I posted a link to it, or you can just go to drugfreedave.com, and you'll see, and that's my website, and you'll see like my brushes. So these are my Disney style brushes, and that was Disney ink. This is the one that I did all the black with Disney ink. So I'm gonna do photo, and I might as well do it while you guys are here. So if anyone wants to hang out and just, random. All right, so let's figure out a decent. Maybe I should turn it back to blue. Blue might be prettier. Let's turn the light back to blue. I'm so excited about these new lights. I know my last video was very boring and uninteresting, but I've been needing lights for a while, so I'm glad I got some lights. Yeah, blue gives it a little extra. So, oh, you can still see. Let me zoom out. So maybe something like this is good for a. Well, maybe I should do portrait. I'll do portrait. I want to get some of that pink back there. So maybe something like, oh, you can't really see it. I can't wait to get the new iPhone. I do like Androids, but I think after this Pixel I'm done. My hand looks so weird, but that's fine. I think that's good for an icon. It's got some color in there. I think it'll work. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to get some sleep, because I've been running around, and like I can feel like I can see it in my face. Like I feel like my eyes get so baggy, and I just get so like, it's not good when I don't get too much sleep. So let's see. Catherine, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Shout out to Andy Marshall. Shout out to Catherine Nixon. Shout out to Viver de Desenio from Brazil. Safe. Shout out to Safe. Shout out to, let's see, Ash X. Shout out to Kamyegan. Dimitri. Shout out to Ali DeFago. Do you work at Disney, or was the style what you projected your art towards? I've never worked at Disney, but I appreciate the sentiment that you would even think that I have skills enough to work at such a prestigious place and art community, but I have not. I do like Disney style stuff. Even though ultimately I feel like Disney has a very wide range of. They have a lot of styles if you think about it. Like Disney has a lot of styles. I mean, they have their 2D stuff, they have their 3D stuff, each of which has their own specific styles within art. But I think what Disney does well is they just do the most simple things and make them appealing. Like they don't really like, like if you were going to take a tomato or a frog or any sort of animal, their artists have just a great foundation of just like breaking it down to be very simple, very appealing, but very simple, and that's kind of the Disney style. It's just they're just very, very good at making things, dumbing things down and making them cute, and that's what I like to do. That's what I love to do. So, of course, they're a big inspiration for my art, and I do look at a lot of their artwork and study a lot of their artwork. Of course, I grew up with a lot of their artwork, and that sort of shapes, that sort of shapes it. Just like the 3D stuff with like the guy Troy the Art Boy. Shout out to Troy the Art Boy. He does all the Lilo and Stitch / Pokemon. The light's kind of bright too. That's why I'm blinking. But he does all the Pokemon things. But I think they're way better than the actual Pokemon. So that's why that kind of turned me on to drawing them. Like this little guy. Oh, Face ID. Come on, Face ID. Oh, I don't know what my camera is doing. It's so annoying. I think I have to turn it off in the camera. Where is it? I was just looking at it. Like this, like Squirtle. But anyway, yeah. Take care. Appreciate all of you guys. I like the Fago. I didn't miss anyone. Nope. Keep drawing. Keep sculpting. I will catch you all. Wait, let me say it. Let me go. Let me get big. Keep drawing. Keep sculpting. I will catch you all in the next video. I look like a mess. I gotta shave. Always takes me like 3 minutes. That's how you know you're getting old, when it takes you like 3 minutes to figure out, how do I stop this thing?